What's going on, folks? Well, this is a video I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm finally getting to it, and I'm really excited. This is the new Milwaukee M12 M18 rapid charger, along with the M18 red lithium high demand 9.0 amp hour battery. We'll start with the battery real quick. You know, it's pretty much just like all their other batteries. If you've heard me talk, if you've been watching my channel, I like their batteries. I like Milwaukee batteries. I like the rubber moldings on it, the protection points. It's always been, you know, one of the more comfortable to put on and off the charger. You know, like the Walt is a pain in the neck. The Bosch is a pain in the neck. Rigid kind of has the same thing, and, you know, Rigid and Milwaukee makes the tools for Rigid, so it's very similar. But I like the push button release on the battery. I've been a big fan of it, and you know, it's hard to get a lot of these companies. You know, right now, I think it's really just Rigid and Milwaukee that have like this rubber protection points on it. And let me tell you, I've dropped many a battery, and you know, you kind of have to get lucky, because you know, if it lands on this part of the battery, you know, if it lands on, you know, the facing here, if it lands on any of these, you know, by the these plastic release knobs, you're going to be in trouble. But in that rare situation where it actually does hit this rubber molding here, it can really help save your battery. So, but got the charger here. Some real quick notes about it. You know, what I first noticed about it is it's pretty much the same exact size as their old charger. Obviously, you know, there's some added features to it. But size-wise, you know, what's cool about it is, you know, everyone who has, you know, I have this M18 Fuel hard case. I got a couple of these hard cases. And this will actually fit, you know, because a lot of you guys who like to carry your chargers with you, this will fit in all the Fuel and even this regular M18 hard cases. It'll fit right where the old one used to fit. So that's pretty cool. There's some awesome new features to it. You know, besides, you know, they say 40%, and you know, some of the batteries that I've charged have gotten up to 47%, and some have gotten around like 28%. So, and you know, it kind of goes by the battery too. I mean, I have some older batteries, I have some newer ones, so you know, I kind of just rounded them off a little bit, but pretty much you're going to get this. You know, a couple other channels out there kind of gotten some similar times. But anyway, back to the rapid charger. Like I said, it has a couple new added features. The one that I think is great now, it has an extra LED light, which is cool, but it has a new feature that at 80% of your battery, when it's charged to 80%, one of these lights will go off, and I'm going to show it to you right now. So that's cool, because a lot of guys, man, you know, you got to get the job done, and you got to get it done, and you don't really have time to let your battery charge. You know, it could be the end of the day. You might have forgotten a battery. Your coworker might have the battery, and you know, you got to finish the job. And you know, hey, go get a cup of coffee, put your battery on the charger. You know, you don't really want to you don't know when to take it off. How long has it been? You know, it's been on there for 20 minutes. I wonder how. This is cool. It eliminates a lot of that, you know, because at 80%, you're pretty much going to be able to get through the whole day. It's pretty much a full charge, and it's just something that when you're in a rush and when you can't wait that extra 10, 15, 20 minutes for a full battery charge, this will tell you, and you can use it, and it's a great added feature. But we're gonna plug it in. I'm gonna show you a couple of you know, the lights, how they light up and stuff like that. Okay, so we have the rapid charger plugged in. Like I said, it's virtually identical to the old charger. The batteries go in the same way. There's two lights up top, just like the old one. You know, virtually the same thing, but it has that added feature that I was telling you about. But as you see, on the 12 volt side, there's a red light that's blinking. Okay, now when it's blinking, that means that this battery is waiting to be charged. It's plugged in, it's inserted perfectly, but it's waiting to get charged. Now, on the 18-volt side, it's just stationary red. There's no blinking. That means it's charging. Okay? Now, this is your, your panel here, your identification panel. It's going to show you and tell you all the different, charging colors and signals of what's happening with the battery packs. So when they start blinking green, so if this was blinking green, this battery would be at 80%. If this side was blinking green, it'd be at 80%. But you got to remember, this battery is not going to charge until this battery is completely charged. So at 80%, this will start blinking, the M18 side. Okay? So once you pull this battery out, then this one will start charging. So it's an added feature. I think it's really, really a great move by Milwaukee, because I think, like I explained, sometimes you just can't wait. And once this blinks, when it's just stationary red, it's not blinking at all, then you got a fully charged pack. All right, so there's really three colors. Like I said, it's either going to be, well, not three colors. You're going to have a blinking red, a regular red, a blinking green, and a regular green. So very easy. Green, fully charged. Blinking green, you're at 80%. Red, it's charging. Blinking red, you're waiting. The battery's waiting to get charged. So real simple. It has a great thing on the back. Finally, most of these chargers now are coming with this wall mount, which I love. Anyone that has a wall mount, I hang it up, because as you see, this is my disaster. I've been real busy, and I haven't been keeping up this whole, oh my God, you don't want to see what this looks like. It's a mess, absolute mess. I got boxes everywhere. But anyway, so you can mount this on a wall, which is cool. And they also have a bigger battery power station. They have it where you can charge three M12s and 3 M18 batteries. So they have another option with this rapid charger system. I don't have it here. Hopefully I'll be getting one, and then you can charge 3 of these battery packs, 3 of the M12s, and 3 of the M18s here. So, but I'm going to run over some charge times. Now again, it's going to vary on kind of how old the battery pack is and stuff like that. It should be pretty equal, but some of the battery packs that I've used, like the 4.0 that I used, is really old. It's probably 4.5, 5 years old, and if you have a brand new one, you might get, this went green. All right, so this is at 80% right now. There you go. Okay, so if you wanted to, you got an 80% charged battery, help you get through the day. And then, when you're done with your day, you can put them up here and charge them. Now, these old ones are still good. And I still got, to be honest with you, this is my Milwaukee. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is my my M12 bag where I keep most of my M12 stuff. And I had to use it this weekend. But I still use this M12 battery pack when I have to, battery charger when I have to. They still make these. I mean, I got one of these in a kit, I don't know, probably 2 months ago. So, I mean, they're kind of obsolete now. I mean, I kind of just keep them. I got 2 of them that are still in the box that I don't even use. Because when you have these, the combination chargers, you really don't have a need for just a single 12. But, hey, they still make them. But, yeah, so I'm going to be hanging this on the wall, and, sometimes you got to charge, you got a big day coming up, you got to charge 3 of these, you can still do it. But I want to talk about the charge times real quick, because I'm starting to, like I said, I could blab here forever about this stuff. But, all right, with the 5 amp hour battery right here, let's take her off. Okay, so the 5.0 XC 5.0, this will take 55 minutes with this new rapid charger. Used to take, man, like an hour and like 30 minutes. I didn't test them on the old charger, so I don't really know, but I know it was well over an hour. So you're going to be at 55 minutes on the rapid charger with this battery. The 4.0, I got 65 minutes. So you're probably like, whoa, wait, time out. Beep, beep, beep. Back up. How come the 4.0 takes longer to charge than the 5.0? Well, because these batteries are designed to charge faster. They have the technology in it that, rapid charge technology in it that just makes it charge quicker. So, believe it or not, the 5.0 will charge faster, even on the old chargers. But on the rapid charger, like I said, it's gonna be like 65 minutes for the 4.0. I don't have a 3, so I didn't do the 3. The 1.5, the slim pack, took 22 minutes. 22 minutes to charge this completely. I mean, that's pretty good. With the 4.0 M12, it took 56 minutes. So identical. I think it was like 55 minutes, but I just rounded it off. So 55 minutes for this, the M12 4.0 to charge on the new rapid charge station. The 1.5 battery was 23 minutes. So this battery right here was 23 minutes. And the 2.0 was 28 minutes. So you're definitely getting, 40, like I think the 5.0 was like a 46% charge time savings with the 5.0. And then with the 4.0 it was really only like 27%. And then with like the 1.5 it was like 42%. So it kind of matters what battery you're using, but now I spent a lot of time with the rapid charger on this one, so I'm gonna do the 9.0 battery on another video because I'm looking well over 15 minutes here. But it's a real cool. I'm glad Milwaukee finally got into this because this Makita here has been charging 5.0s in 60 minutes for years. They're kind of just getting into it now. But hey, better later than never, right? But it's virtually the same size like I went over. It's a real good product. You can buy this as a bare tool for $79, or you can buy the combo, the 9.0 battery with the charger. I think it's $229. And I think just the battery is $199. So I kind of wanted to do this all in one video, kind of talking about the rapid charger and the battery, but I just couldn't fill everything in. I really wanted to concentrate. And I don't like leaving anything out. If you guys who watch me know that. Sometimes I repeat myself 50 times, but I just want to make sure the information gets out. So, now this is blinking green. So this is at 80%. So, I mean, it does really save time. And, I was kind of shocked. It's a real shock with the 5.0. That's the biggest savings you're really going to see between these chargers. So, any comments or questions, let me know. And I'll catch you on the next one. We're going to do some more stuff. We're going to have this go up against the Flexibolt. We're going to weigh them. We're going to talk about the inner workings of them and stuff like that. That is very controversial and what battery's better. You put a picture up on Instagram and, and like I said, everybody has their favorite. If you're a Milwaukee guy, you're going to fight to the death for this platform, this battery. If you're a DeWalt guy, you're going to fight to the death for the DeWalt. That's just the way the world is. That's just the way the world turns. So, anyway, any comments or questions on the Milwaukee Rapid Charger, let me know, and I'll catch you on the next one.